And good morning. Welcome in once again for Your Life Matters with clinical social worker Dr. Beth Plachetka from Safe Harbor Counseling and Dr. Beth Speaks. And welcome into the show, Dr. Beth Plachetka. Doctor, how are we doing this morning?
I'm fine, Mike. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good. Welcome into another show as we focus on Flag Day today.
Yeah, today is Flag Day, and you know, I have to do some proclamations before I start talking that I do indeed love my country. I am proud to be an American and a citizen of the United States, and I'm terribly embarrassed that I had no idea what Flag Day was for a long part of my life. I didn't know, and I didn't. Well, I'll tell you how I found out. The day our son Mike was born was the day I found out. Mike was born on June 14th. When his older sisters were born, you know, we got plants and flowers from friends, and they'd have little pink things on them and flowers, and they'd say, "It's a girl." And I would have thought that when people sent us flowers for Mike, it would be something like blue something, and, you know, it's a boy. Welcome to the world. They all had flags. They all had flags. And I thought, well, yeah, and I thought, well, gosh, that's interesting. Do they think he's going to be a soldier? I mean, he's
Right.
6 hours old. Was there something I didn't know? So, you know, your brain does crazy things. You know, my dad had served in the Army in Panama, so I knew, you know, we talked about that kind of stuff, that red was strength and white was innocence and blue was justice, and what the stripes stand for at the colonies, how 50 stars, 50 states. And I, you know, and it also made me think, okay, you know, and this is all super fast in your head. It made me think, okay, when you see the flag and you're American, that's a point of safety, and especially if you're far away.
Yes.
So when Dad was in Panama, he saw the flag. He knew he was on his base. He knew what he was supposed to be doing, kind of like a home away from home. When my husband was working, he did a lot of traveling overseas, and some of the places not only don't speak English, but they use different symbols for their letters. And so he couldn't find his plane. He couldn't read the time, didn't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He found somebody wearing a flag and by a flag, and he figured, okay, this is somebody I can ask. And we also know that it inspires our soldiers, our military, to fight for us. So again, tiny baby, not, you know, just wondering. The nurse comes in and she looks, oh, how nice, you're celebrating Flag Day. Big sigh of relief.
Then it
you know,
clicked.
he's not going to war today.
Right.
So, but then I thought, okay, so what does this have to do with mental health? Because I felt all that rushing in my head those years ago when our son was born. And what I know is a thing of joy, a thing of beauty is a joy forever. We should appreciate it. And that a picture or a symbol is worth 1,000 words. If I had to write out every thought, it would have taken me forever. What we know is that our eyes are like protrusions of our brain. They've got a very thin layer between them and the actual brain itself, where the images are actually viewed and then interpreted and then evoke emotions in a split second. So what we see is interpreted literally, symbolically, and emotionally, and it can bring up memories. It can inspire us or calm us down. It can energize us, horrify us, move it to action, disgust us, or actually bring us relief. For example, you know, like the flag when you're far away. So when we spend time enjoying art, of any kind, but now I'm talking about visual, it can improve our self-regulation so we can feel more in control, increase our self-understanding, develop some awareness of what's going on inside of us, because I panicked, just panicked, and expand our capacity for love of others. So all this from that little tiny 1 by 1.5 inch flag that were in the plants on the day Mike was born. So weird. But I think we need to apply that in our lives and enjoy and appreciate art.
Yeah, and I guess, so today is Mike's birthday.
Today is Mike's birthday.
How about
And, you know,
that?
I rarely am talking on one of the kids' birthday, but happy birthday, Mike.
Yeah, that's great. Good story there, Beth. Thank you very much for your time. And, of course, folks, if you want to find out more information about today's topic, past topics, you can listen to past shows. You can find it all at safeharboril.com.